Craft brewers, if you're struggling to stand out in a market where great beer just isn't good enough anymore, competing against bigger brands and a crowded industry feels impossible to you because you don't have the time, the tools, or a budget to market your brewery effectively, I get it. It can be overwhelming trying to do everything, and worst off, you're seeing zero results. But here's the good news. With the right marketing strategy, you'll build a loyal customer base, you'll increase sales, and you'll finally feel in control of your business's growth. If you keep ignoring your marketing, though, you'll waste money, you'll stay invisible, and you'll risk losing customers to the brewery down the street. So, without further ado, let's fix all this. My name's Trip. I help brewers with great beer market their way to the business of their dreams. I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff, and rather than have to take notes, go ahead, send it in the comment section. And I'll make sure you get a PDF of everything I'm going to be covering so you can put all these things into play in your business and start growing today. A marketing plan is the foundation of your brewery's success. It helps you focus your energy, prioritize your budget, and measure your results. Without one, your efforts are going to be scattered, reactive, and ineffective. Here's the problem. Most breweries skip planning and try just random tactics, like posting on social media whenever they feel inspired, or running unplanned events that are just tossed together. This type of stuff just doesn't work. Instead, create a simple marketing plan with these steps. Define your goals, maybe increase taproom sales by 20% this quarter. Identify your target audience. Allocate a budget. Start real small. $200 a month could go a long way. Choose 2 to 3 marketing channels to focus on. For example, if your goal is more taproom visits, prioritize local ads on Google Maps and engaging posts on Instagram. Track your progress weekly and tweak your plan if something just isn't working. Write a 1-page plan today. Make that a goal. Focus on just one clear goal and one primary platform. For example, Founders Brewery in Grand Rapids, Michigan, developed a targeted marketing plan to focus on younger audiences by launching a new all-day variety pack and strategically marketing their core brands. They've grown market share even in this challenging craft beer environment. Now that you have a plan, let's talk about the key ingredients, which is knowing your audience. Knowing your audience is absolutely everything. If you don't know who your customers are, how can you connect with them? Most breweries make the mistake of guessing instead of gathering real data. Here's what you need to do. Use tools like Google Analytics or social media insights to track your audience's demographics. Conduct customer surveys at the taproom to learn what beers they love, why they visit you, and what keeps them coming back. That's market research. Build buyer personas, simple profiles representing your ideal customers. For example, the weekend warrior loves IPAs, visits with friends on Saturdays, and is motivated by new beer releases. Another example, the family outing crowd. They want a relaxing vibe and appreciates food pairings for their kids. Tailor your marketing to each group that you have. For the weekend warrior, promote exclusive beer drops on Instagram. For families, highlight kid-friendly events and features and put that on your website. This week, goal to run a quick taproom survey. Ask customers their favorite beer styles and how they heard about you. An example of a brewery using these techniques, Migration Brewing in Portland, Oregon, partnered with the Rose City 5K run to engage with their community. By aligning their brand with an active lifestyle, they strengthened their connection with local customers and drove attendance to their taproom after the event. They identified this active lifestyle person that would like their taproom, and they put it all together with this 5K run. Next, let's dive into building a brand people are going to remember. Your brand's a lot more than just your logo. It's the feeling customers get when they think about your brewery. A strong brand builds loyalty and sets you apart from the competition. Breweries often struggle here by being inconsistent. Maybe your taproom has a rustic vibe, but your Instagram feels corporate. That disconnect loses trust. Here's how you fix these things. Develop brand guidelines for your logo, colors, fonts, and messaging. Stay authentic to your brewery's story and values. You've got to have a brewery story. Share your passion, struggles, and your unique history behind your beers. Use storytelling. For example, share the story of the beer inspired by your community's local history, if that's the case. What made you brew what it is you're brewing, and tell that story often and consistently. Create a brand checklist to ensure all marketing aligns with your brewery's identity. An example, Big Lake Brewing in Michigan expanded its brand by launching non alcoholic options like hop waters and mock cocktails. Mocktails, easy for me to say. This strategic move embraced growing trends and made their brand more inclusive, driving loyalty among health conscious customers. With your brand solidified, let's look at the marketing channels that are going to bring everything to life. The secret to effective marketing is focusing on channels where your audience already hangs out, where they already are. You're going to go to them. Don't waste time trying to master every platform. That's a losing strategy. For most breweries, here's where you start: Instagram. Post photos of your beers, behind the scenes brewing clips, and event highlights. Reels showcasing your process can attract new followers. Use the power of Google Maps. Ensure your brewery's listing is complete, accurate, and optimized with updated photos, hours, and menus. You'll do this in your Google Business Profile. Email marketing is essential. Send monthly newsletters with exclusive discounts and event invites and information about new beer launches. Communicate regularly through email and always be collecting email addresses. Got videos that take you from A to Z on how to do this. The links will be down in the description. Your website. Invest in an SEO friendly site that's mobile friendly and make sure it produces really well and easy to read on folks' phones, because somewhere between 60 and 80% of the people are going to be visiting your website on their phone. Make it easy to find your taproom location, to book any kind of reservations, and most importantly, make sure there's a one-click option so they can get directions right to you. Because folks who want to visit you they're on their phone in their car, make it easy for them to get directions right to your door. If you're already using social media, consider some paid ads. A $5 a day investment on Instagram could put hundreds and hundreds of new customers into your arena. Pick one channel to master this month. Here's your action item. Focus on making it great before adding on. Make sure it's completely optimized and then start putting the content on there. Example of a brewery doing this, the Oregon Brewery Running Series leverages social media to promote fun runs, starting and ending at local breweries. If there's an opportunity like this for your brewery in your area, tap into that. Because these events blend fitness and craft beer. This is this is emerging target audience for you to consider. By doing this in Oregon, folks are driving new customers to participating breweries and creating a buzz on social channels. They're inviting their friends to come along with them. Once your channel's all set up, track results, because you want to make sure your efforts are finally paying off, right? You've been there where efforts aren't paying off. Let's make sure we put energy behind things that are going to work. Tracking your progress, that's non-negotiable. Without data, what you're doing is flying blind. Set specific KPIs for each campaign. For social media, look for a 2% engagement. In email marketing, look at a 25% opening rate and understand your headline is the number one thing that's going to go into opening. So don't make that the last thing you think about that. Make sure it's the most important thing you put into your email. Sales, always have quarterly goals. For instance, let's say we want to increase taproom revenue by 10%. Measure that, put efforts behind it, and of course, then see how it works. Use tools like Google Analytics, Instagram Insights, or MailChimp reports to measure your success. MailChimp is an email option. If you're using any kind of email software, they're going to give you all the opening rates and all those delivery rates and all that important information. Here's the thing, if something's not working, change it. For instance, if your Facebook ads aren't converting, experiment with new targeting or new creatives. Check your numbers every 2 weeks and document what works, and then lean into the things that are working for you. An example of a brewery doing this, Secret Hopper analyzed over 6,000 taproom visits and found simple strategies like using paper menus to increase guest spending by 25%. That's a super simple, easy fix, right? But if you don't get the data, you don't know where that problem is. These data-driven tweaks can have a massive impact on your bottom line. So listen, let's wrap stuff up here. You don't need to do everything at once to grow your brewery. Start with a clear plan. Get to know your audience. Build a strong brand. Focus on the right channels and track all your results. Want more strategies like these? Subscribe now and get weekly tips to take your brewery to the next level. All that's down there in the description. And just remember, everything I went over, put send in the comments. I'll make sure you get a PDF of this and you can have it as a resource to move forward. Hey, I'm here to help you build your brand and market things better. So give me a follow, hit like on this video. I appreciate that. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers. Here's your success.